interaction too. So if we're talking about stuff and you want to chime in, we have microphones. You can jump up here, or you can shout from the audience, and we'll deal with it. All right? We also don't take offense if you got to play on your phones or knit or talk or whatever you got to do.
Or boo.
What?
Or boo.
I thought you said something
I encourage
else.
that.
I didn't know that was boo.
Go to
All right, let's get this started.
You're familiar with that, I know.
I have to hit record, and we are going. Welcome to Live at the Blue Box. It is now time for This Week in Geek for January 30th, 2016.
You're
guys
like
ready?
butter. You're like butter. You're on a roll.
Oh, very good. Boy, you know what? We just lost half the audience there with that great joke.
So down to one.
When my jokes are better than yours, we know we're in trouble. All right, let's introduce ourselves on that end.
Excellent. My name is Chris Mao. I am co-owner of. Don't worry, we're podcasting, Edward. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. We'll just edit it out. Oh, yeah, we don't edit this.
We don't edit this because it's live.
Oh, we need that light on.
All right, so my name is Chris Mao, co-owner of Blue Box Cafe and co-host of a few shows, including this one on the Southgate Media Network.
Yeah, man. And you are?
My name is Edward Lee, host of This Week in Geek and of Geek Tool.
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
are you the G-rated, R-rated, PG-rated Edward
He's
Lee?
PG-13.
PG Lee?
Well, he's actually
PG
PG-16. PG Lee! That's awesome. Hi, PG Lee. And tonight we have a Lil puppet with us because a Lil couldn't be here, so feel free to boo the puppet. Priorities. He had to go to his twin's birthday party. Please. So a Lil puppet is here with us tonight. I'm sure we'll be doing voices for him throughout the evening. And I'm Rob Southgate, co-owner of Southgate Media Group. And you can find what we're doing tonight. These are podcasts we're making. They will be live on iTunes. They'll be on Stitcher, and eventually Google Play will have it. So if you want to listen afterwards, you can listen there. We're streaming live on Periscope, on Meerkat. Did anybody write on Periscope? Is the sound okay? Nobody knows. We're live on YouTube and Google Hangout right now, too. All right. You guys ready?
Sure.
Anyone got one? There's not a lot this week, so there's going to be a lot of jackassery going on, I have a feeling.
More than normal?
All right, so what do you have?
I'll go with the big one that I had. The Warcraft TV spot.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
Yes.
What'd you think?
I really liked it. For me, it was much better than the trailer that they showed earlier, which was just the main land of it. It was more of why they're doing this.
You thought this was better than that?
Yes. From what I remember, I haven't seen the trailer. And
okay.
From what I remember, I just like this better. It shows more of what they want to do and less of this is all CG and just watch.
Yeah. I agree.
It's another Avatar movie. They pretty much want to make it just another Avatar movie. With a bunch of nice CG.
Like the immersive world thing. Yeah. Well, you know what? I think that this one did get more into the story of what we're going to see. The other one tipped you off to the story, but it was more like, look at this amazing land and look at these amazing creatures. This time it's like, hey, we have a story, which is going to put it above Avatar. No offense, Avatar. You had no story.
Well,
how about you, Chris? What do you think?
Looking cool was the story. I like it. I mean, I played Warcraft for a long time, so it's kind of neat to see that come to life in a film. But we'll just see how it is. I mean, I'm excited for. It looks great. It looks like the orcs do. It looks like what they would look like. You think in real life, or what they would imagine in film.
Yeah.
So I think it's good. We'll see. I think it's hard to translate games, especially one as sophisticated as World of Warcraft is.
And so big. I mean, you take Warcraft. Now, I've never played Warcraft, but I understand it. So before anybody, I can tell you're like, I'm a big Warcraft fan. What are you talking about? Before you get upset with me, I know the overall idea. It's a big, open world. So there is story to it, but you're basically roaming around and encountering story in your own order, right? So that's kind of difficult to make a film out of, but everyone keeps saying they need to make a movie out of this. It makes sense. Mm-hmm. I think from what I'm seeing here, they're taking a story element and working that story element, and it looks really
they're taking
cool.
a theme of what they do. Like if they come out with a new expansion, there's a theme to it and there's a story associated with it.
Wasn't there one like the Rat King or something?
Yeah, there's all sorts
There's
of
one with
Witch
a
King.
panda. So
Right, there's
Pandas.
the panda. The panda one was pretty good.
This would be Kung Fu Panda.
Area. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was
Is Jack Black in it?
Jack Black should be in it.
All right.
I mean, these pandas kick butt. I mean, they have a theme for every single one, so there's a story that accompanies it, and so they're going along with these stories, which is
So
pretty
there's
good.
stories. See, I always thought that it was like when they do an expansion, it's not really story. It's more like, oh, the Goblin King took over and now everything's changed. But you're just kind of encountering things a different way. There's an actual story.
There's a
throughout.
story and there's arcs and there's
Do you encounter
series.
it randomly like I was guessing?
well, it's random, but
The internet hates me right now since I don't know
No,
anything about this.
I think when you say randomly,
Geek right
there
on.
is randomness in what you fight and what you experience. But let's say you're in the land where the pandas are, you're not fighting the zombies, and I can't think of the names. It's been a while. Plus,
Pandas versus
well, I'm
zombies
just saying,
sounds awesome.
I can't think of
I
it.
think
But
I need to get
yes,
this game.
but you're not gonna encounter things that like would be in the Lich King line in different settings. So,
Okay.
like if you're in this continent or this area, you're gonna fight those things. But
Okay.
there are different, and it all based on levels and
So at
what you can
this
do.
point, the barrier to entry seems really high because people played it for so long, and like every time people talk about it, they're like, "Well, you could spend a year crafting, and then you might be able to get into a guild." And I'm like, I'm already out from everything you just said. So
Not
I
at
think
all.
the movie is going to take care of it. I can watch the movie and be happy, right?
Not at all. There's definitely different levels of enjoyment in the game, and you can just start at the beginning and go.
Have
But
you ever played?
I've never played.
All
the
right.
high end stuff is all consuming and can destroy marriages and lives.
I mean,
It's
I
bad.
know if you get good at it, you can actually make a living off of
Yes.
just doing World of Warcraft.
We
by
talked
just
about
selling
that last
We
gold.
talked about it last week.
Where-
Maybe if you listen to our show.
Maybe if you did, but I'm just saying. I mean,
Rated R. Edward enjoyed it.
but no, I'm saying that you could buy and sell characters and level them up and get them to. I could sell Rob a
Oh, yeah,
character
yeah.
that would be high enough to compete at something, but.
But also not just that is if you get good at the game by getting gold, you can
Yes.
sell off the gold for a living.
Yes.
All you do is just like collect
You could.
the currency and then just sell it off.
We talked about having kids like you in sweatshops in Korea. I'm just saying,
So it's just my normal weekend.
pretty
Yes.
much. But you get paid minimum wait
know
or
who would
less.
be awesome
and
at
you
that?
I
play.
actually get paid? Yes.
You know who'd be
Better
awesome
than
as
working here.
sweatshop kids like harvesting gold would be these two.
Yes.
I could just see them like saying they're like, I just harvested more. I just harvested
They
more.
would
Just
they would
harvested more."
probably play like 4 games at once and just be harvesting stuff. Yeah, they could do it.
There's
I
no
could- I
Rubik's
could-
Cube. Oh, the
I
Rubik's
could
Cube is
see-
here.
Just
Have you guys
wait.
ever played? Do you guys do this?
No.
No.
Crack
They
team?
don't.
No? No. All right. You know what?
Wait, do
Those
you
of
know
you
what
at
they're
home, you don't see our crack team here. You don't hear them. Guess what? We're in the room with them. We don't hear them either. So, all right. So where are we at? This one was kind of interesting to me. Plan 9 from Outer Space. I didn't know this. There's a remake
Get out of here.
Of what?
For what?
of Plan 9 from Outer
Of-
Space.
Hold on. Of what?
But it's going to be video on demand. It comes out next month. And the article I read about it said, this is a rare case where you hear, video on demand, Plan 9 remake, where you don't immediately go, oh, it's got to be worse than the original. It cannot be
Can't
worse
be.
than the original.
Correct.
I saw the original on a big screen. It was so awful and just awesome at the same time. I love how you literally see the wires with the paper plates to be the UFOs. It is amazing.
It is. It's absolutely it's regarded as one of the worst films
Yeah.
ever made.
I mean, actually, I'm going to dispute that because it is terrible, but it's terrible in a great way.
Right.
I think the worst movies are the ones that there's nothing.
Isn't there a Batman movie that's supposed to be really bad?
You know what? This is probably
Yes.
as watchable as that terrible Batman film. Is it Ice to Meet You? Is that the one, or is it the Clooney one? Wow, that one is terrible.
It's bad. It's
Yeah,
not good.
it's
That is the
after the third one, it's the fourth and fifth are just. But I think it's Batman and Robin is the one that everyone says
Yeah.
is considered the worst.
or
I
any
actually-
Transformer movie after the first. So.
Well, no, Dark Side of the Moon was fun.
Yeah, it was okay.
If you
was
were to
okay.
say to me that down the street there's a movie theater with 2 theaters, one is showing Batman and Robin, one is showing Plan 9, I would definitely go to Plan 9. I guess that's the barometer. Batman and Robin sucks more. So is this pop culture countdown? Are we going to go through the worst movies of all time?
No.
Excluding home movies. So.
Avatar.
Man.
The Last
Avatar's
Airbender.
not a bad
The Last
movie.
Airbender.
Avatar has no staying power.
I'm going to tell you, and I will argue this, Last Airbender is awful because of the buildup, but it's not that bad.
You know what? It's
not that bad.
The preview, it looked like it was going to be really cool, and I could not get through.
I made
it about 20 minutes.
There are
way
worse
what
movies.
Is going on here?
So I got into that movie of just getting it off of the library and just watching it, expecting nothing from it.
Okay, and you got into it?
I liked it because I used to watch the animated. It's like, oh, it's the same world. It's an okay movie. There's a lot of actual nice, cool elements to this. But if I was like waiting for this movie and went to see it in a theater, I would just be so disappointed.
Yeah.
It seemed like a very bad.
Did you guys hear that Shyamalama Ding Dong is making another one, or he's trying to make a second one?
He's trying, so.
I could see that.
I think he's trolling out there to get it.
He should, and he should correct what's wrong. Like, if he gets it right, this is the crazy thing with stuff like this. If you get it right the second time, all sins will be forgiven.
Oh, absolutely. So
look at the prequels.
Yeah.
Like everyone was like, ooh, is the next one, is 7 going to be good? What about the prequels? In one fell swoop, those prequels have become completely irrelevant. No conversation is about how bad those are because we're like, we got it again.
Or they pull out the parts that are relevant. They're like, oh, yeah, this wasn't as bad as we thought because this actually makes sense. And you're like, what?
Right, exactly.
Jar Jar has value.
No, let's not go that far.
He's a Sith.
What if he's Snoke?
That'd be awesome.
That would be great.
No, it would.
No,
yes,
it would
be.
not. It would not.
Jar Jar should be eliminated.
He's just a
he's the worst. Right. All right, you got one? Anyone got one?
So, obviously, all this Deadpool build up for a couple weeks from now when Deadpool comes out. They're talking
Deadpool's
about
coming out. I didn't know
that. T.J. Miller says that the director's cut, which he has seen, is even more raw and might be rated X. That's how bad it is.
Okay.
Which we're still not to the PG version for Edward yet.
No,
I know, but this hype is
PG Lee, not go.
Ridiculous.
I know, go. I'm PG Lee.
PG Lee gonna punch in the face.
Yeah, I said this before. I know there's that whole controversy. Should they do a PG-13 cut? I have a stance on it where I actually believe they should, because I'm thinking of market share. Today I was thinking about it again, and I was thinking about Kick-Ass and how good that movie was. That was an R-rated superhero movie. I think that's what they're trying to go for, is to penetrate that and build a world that way. Okay, just know that if they're building Deadpool that way, they are cutting off a significant part of the audience.
But Deadpool isn't.
And the comics are not rated X.
Right.
They're not.
No, they're not.
So, but at the same time, if this is the expression that they want to make, go for it. I know we're going. You're not. I know we're going.
Yes.
We're having a This Week in Geek screening. Anyone want to go with us? We're going to see Deadpool.
Tuesdays for $5.
We'll put it out there what we're doing. Yeah, Tuesdays, $5 Tuesdays.
$5 Tuesdays.
Martha, are you going? No. To Deadpool?
What? To what?
Deadpool.
Dead what?
Yeah. No. She is not even entertaining the thought.
All right, so you know what I do? I'm
talk about it
I'm going to throw something else out here.
Yeah.
They are hyping Pride and Prejudice in zombies.
Yes.
Like nobody's business.
Because I am dying to see it.
Well, I know. How bad is it going to be? Because
it's going to be amazing.
I hope it's amazing because
it's going to be amazing.
All I know is that the increase of hype that they put on this is the inverse, meaning that it's just going to be horrible.
I feel like it's going to be a more of a, this movie is so bad it's good, as in there's zombies in it, there's just a bunch of killing and there's a bunch of blood.
Matt Smith's in it.
I think that's the only
Doctor
reason
Who's
it's going to be good. It's not going to be a good story. It's just.
I think it's going to be excellent. I think this is going to be a Shaun of the Dead-ish type thing that we see and we go,
yeah,
they got it's going to be comedy, horror, it's zombies. We're going to walk out of this thing and go, yep, they got it right. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Matt Smith is in that. Oh, you'll see that one. Excellent. We going to take our 8-year-old? Molly, you going to go see it?
No.
Edward cannot see it. But Molly can.
Am I the baseline of?
Yeah, and all of the Lil's kids can, and they're
yeah, Lil's kids have already seen it illegally somewhere.
That's right.
All right. Here's terrible news. I've got a lot of terrible news.
Yeah,
this week.
there's a lot of bad news.
Netflix is making a Stretch Armstrong TV series. Yep. Why? I mean, yeah, they're making all this great stuff. They're throwing money at stuff. Throw money at us. Don't throw money at this. This sounds terrible. And get this. So here's what they're doing. They have the idea is the premise is unbelievable. The premise is like a high school kid gets like has like a toxic event, we'll call it.
No,
and get
out of here.
Gets the ability, rather than being the Stretch Armstrong, gets the ability to do flex force, is what they call it. So he can do these like things. And like 4 of his buddies or 3 of his buddies get it, and they form Stretch and the Flex Force. It sounds awful.
Atrocious.
Why? That's like, you know what? They had another miss. We just tried watching F for Family. Oh, have you guys watched this? Bill Burr has a animated show on Netflix. Okay, this has to be one that everybody else passed on, and they just went, "Yeah, we'll make it," because it's terrible.
It's Bill Burr. Let's.
It's terrible. But is it Sam Rockwell that's in it? Sam Rockwell's in it.
Is he good in it or not?
Yeah, he's fine, but it's not funny at all. It's terrible. And I think stretching the Flex Force, I almost said something really bad. It's going to be awful.
Flex Force 5? Are we going to go into
Flex Force 5? Does anybody care about seeing this?
Tarantino,
Is this something you guys want to see?
Give it to Tarantino. Maybe he could make something out of it.
A Tarantino Stretch Armstrong film? That would be, I'd watch that.
That'd be great.
Yep. Hateful Force. Speaking of Tarantino, NECA released pictures of their Hateful Eight toys. Have you seen these?
No, good.
No.
Okay. First of all, amazing. They are 8-inch figures of all 8. The clothing is like fabric clothing, so it's like the old Mego toys, but the sculpt and everything, it's not Mego. This is like really cool. $30 a crack.
Wow. So you get a gumball.
You're going to spend $270 to get all of them. Brutal.
That's a lot.
That's
Will's going to get them.
240.
240. I did
plus
the math
tax.
wrong.
You're right.
Yeah. Okay. Plus tax. I'll take that. Yeah. They are awesome.
That's such a good movie. I'm sorry you couldn't see it, Edward. It's amazing. So.
I wonder if Sam Jackson.
Do you get a stagecoach?
That would be incredible. No, I was thinking, do they have 2 versions of the Sam Jackson? One plain, one peanut. All right, let's move on.
Hey. Hello. Spoilers.
Did you guys see the trailer for The Bronze?
No.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Controversy. Anybody see the trailer for The Bronze? The Bronze, it's Roush, the blonde that's married to Sipowicz on Big Bang Theory. I said the names all wrong. You know the blonde?
Kelly Cuckoo?
No, the other one. The blonde, the short blonde. Bernadette. Yes. She's married. Okay, so she's in a movie called The Bronze where she plays, there was a trailer that came out this week. She plays an Olympic bronze medal winner in women's gymnastics. And
2004.
Yeah, and she's anus. Yeah, Wallowitz, not Sipowicz. He's from Barney Miller, which we're going to get to. No, that's Wojciechowski.
Hey. She is as grumpy as Rob. She is as grumpy as Rob is. So, she is as grumpy as you are.
Yes.
So
she is as grumpy as I am.
All I see is Gary Cole's in it.
Yes.
I'm in.
Yes. So, Edward, let's hear your thoughts on this trailer.
It seems like a very, I don't know how to describe it. It just doesn't seem good. You will probably like it.
That was so insightful.
I
feel like we're on Siskel and Ebert.
The trailer is just about a very professional athlete that
after a stroke.
That seems like she is nothing after she did the gymnastics, and she thinks she's a god.
Yeah, she's got an ego.
Exactly. Yeah. That's exactly.
She's got a huge ego. The best part is when the guy, a guy gymnast wants to come and train, and he's like, "You don't want to listen to her. She only won a bronze." And he's like, she goes, "Yeah, he won a gold in men's. Please, like who cares about men's gymnastics?" When it started, the first part of the preview, I was like, "Okay, we've seen movies like this before. It was all right." By the end, I was actually laughing out loud. I think she looks awesome in it. I thought it was funny. Good. You know who else is in it? The guy from Silicon Valley.
Oh, yeah, Middleditch?
Yeah. He was funny in the trailer. So I'm into it, but you're not. That doesn't seem like a movie you'd like. It seems more like an indie comedy.
Yeah, it's not going to be a movie that.
This is like Blades of Glory.
Blades of Glory would be more one he would go for, where it's a broader comedy that's more.
Yeah, I
take
saying.
no offense.
This is like Bad
I don't know
Santa
these
good?
movies.
Yes,
Bad Santa.
Yes, this is more like Bad Santa, where it's a little more indie. You're not into that kind of stuff.
I haven't seen any of the movies that you talk about. So you just put out names out there that.
Care Bears in Wonderland was a great movie. You love that one.
It's the one that you watched.
No, I've actually never seen it. I bet Lil could sing it.
Yeah, he could. He would. He knows it. My kids watch it all the time.
The Lil puppet knows it.
I'm being
but the real Lil, not a Lil puppet, actually can sing the Gummy Bears theme and likes it.
Yes.
You know who else did that? A couple months ago? Rated R Edwards sang it during one of the shows. Can this Edward do it?
No. I don't even know what you're talking about.
In the This Week in Geek multiverse, we have various Edwards. And last week, Rated R Edward was here, and he could sing it. Sorry.
He's
PG Lee.
He's gonna kill you. He's gonna kill me.
Me?
Yeah.
All right, who has one?
I can just see you're boiling over.
What do you got there, Edward?
So this is the one I actually laughed at, the second trailer for Angry Birds. This is such
Thank you for proving the
Good night, everybody.
The problem is this is such a stupid movie that just it's a movie where the only reason I'm laughing is because it's stupid. There's like no good comedy. It's just okay. Here's something. Just try to make it dumb and make you laugh at it.
We saw the trailer for it we talked about it on here a few weeks ago. So there's a new trailer.
Yeah, there's a second one.
It was surprisingly pretty funny.
It's going to be awful.
It's going to be awful. But you know what? We have an 8-year-old. We're going to take her and we'll enjoy it.
$250 million in the box office, and it's going to be awful.
We'll enjoy it. It'll be all right. I mean, we went this week and we saw Hotel Transylvania 2 and Peanuts. And
how was Peanuts?
You know, you want to know my real opinion of it? Everybody gave it all this love. It is like a love letter to the Peanuts.
Right.
It's not funny. It's just like you watch it and you're completely unmoved by it. Other than you go, it was cute, it was nice, and you know what? As a kid, it's probably awesome.
I think as a society, the Peanuts is very dated from that 60s and 70s kind of kid where it's like the aw shucks and here's all my friends and we've moved on to
now if Lucy knifed Charlie in the gut. That's the last time you knifed me, Lucy. Shut up, you blockhead. Stab. That would be good.
That would be good. Hey, we're taking an American
Hateful
institution.
Eight with the Peanuts. How great would that be?
Sam Jackson.
And
Charlie Brown.
No, he'd have to be Linus.
Yeah.
You know what the Charlie Brown? What are you talking about? And you know who'd be? No, you know who'd be Charlie Brown in that? Steve Buscemi. He'd be incredible as Charlie Brown.
He'd be good. Or Larry David.
Larry David is Charlie Brown. I think Larry David is Lucy. Would be even better. That would be the casting I would do.
Or Woody Allen as Lucy.
Woody Allen as Lucy? No, he's not angry enough.
No, Lucy
Oh, it could be Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron.
That's if they did a live action
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron as Lucy. Just angry.
Angela Bassett. American Horror Story, Angela Bassett.
Do you even know who we're talking about? Nope.
Not really. Never seen.
Yeah.
And then RuPaul could be Peppermint Patty.
RuPaul is Peppermint Patty. No, Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner, yes.
That would be perfect casting. Okay. Edward said that, by the way.
8 male to R-rated Edward.
Did you see
not me.
the trailer for Cabin Fever?
Yes.
You did? Okay.
Yes, I did.
Did you see it?
I did.
Have you seen the original Cabin Fever? Either of you? You have not,
No.
right? Okay.
No, I haven't.
It's
the same stinking movie.
Yes.
It's a remake of Cabin Fever, which Eli Roth directed, right?
Right.
This is a remake. Now, that movie only came out like 12 years ago.
But that's a remake.
But here's the crazy.
Isn't that another?
No, it's not. That was an original film. I know it seems like, but it's not.
Okay.
But here's the crazy thing. This remake, Eli Roth is producing it, and there's a different director. So there's this interesting idea of like, okay, we're going to see a different director doing a take on this guy's movie that's not that old, but he's involved, so his hand is over this thing. And then you see the trailer, and you're like, it's the same movie.
Exactly.
Although the craziest part is it made me want to watch the movie as I was watching it. I was like, I'm going to watch this.
It was
remake.
It was a good run the first time. So maybe if they updated a little bit,
but it was only like 10 years ago. What are you going to update?
Is it 15? 10? It's been a while,
but yeah, long.
No, it isn't. I hate when they do this. That they're out of ideas. So hey, let's redo that.
Eli Roth has been trying to do a remake of it because he did it on such a tiny budget.
Right.
He was like, look, let's do it on a little bit bigger budget, just like they did with The Evil Dead. He's been saying we could do that with Cabin Fever and make something unique out of it and be fun. Right. But then it's the same movie.
But that was the best part about Evil Dead is they had no money and they made it work. That was the best part about it.
They even had beats in it, like him throwing the thing in the lake and him making out with the girl. And you're like, the way they were playing out in the trailer was, I thought it was the trailer for the original. Like it was that close to it. At the same time, I can't wait to see it.
Right.
I loved it. I loved the first one. It was one of those when we saw it, I kept reading about how good it was, and it was total B horror movie.
Oh, yeah.
And then I saw it, and I'm like, this is fantastic.
Oh, it was. It was great. Well, because,
I liked it better than Hostel, and he was involved in Hostel, too.
Hostel was okay, but it was in that.
It's okay.
But you know what? Hostel came out in that whole Saw.
Yeah.
That whole, like, hey, we're just going to throw all these gory.
Yeah.
Let's put any situation where there's young kids.
Yep.
Much like all of the slasher films in the 70s and 80s. Hey, we can run this and make it go. So
the first one, Martha hated so much. The first Hostel, yeah, because she's like, I don't want this film. You don't even know what this is.
I have no idea.
People end up getting tortured, and it's a horrifying movie. And I actually enjoyed it because it took you on a ride. It was bizarre and whatever. Martha hated it so much we've never sat down and watched it again together. Then they did a couple of sequels and they got progressively worse, like terrible. He did Cabin Fever also, and I wondered why they didn't do more. Now they did do a Patient Zero Cabin Fever. This is where they go out to a cabin and basically a virus breaks out in the cabin.
Okay.
And it's just unbelievable. It's not, oh no, he has a cold. It's more like they're bleeding from everywhere. It's crazy. But I liked it. Have you guys seen Cabin Fever? No. Orange Whip? No? Okay. Well, you know what? See the remake. It's the same damn movie. All right.
I have one.
You got one.
Have you seen the trailer for the HBO TV series Animals?
I did not watch the trailer. Was the trailer good?
It would seem like a trailer that you would really like. It seems like a very...
Is it live action or animated?
No, it's a very animated movie, but it's more like a drawn-out animated, so it's very...
Like a hand-drawn?
Yeah.
Okay. So it doesn't look like Pixar?
No, it's not like a 3D...
And it's animals. Is it like that Zootopia, like The Secret Lives of Animals? Or?
It's the R-rated version of Zootopia.
Oh, so...
Only it's like very hand-drawn.
You can't see it.
It seems like a dark vision. It's very hand-drawn.
Did it say anything about who made it or anything? Or
now you're gonna have to make me look it up. Gosh,
no, we don't have to look it up.
Is it Duplass?
It's called Animals.
I'm gonna show you
Duplass Brothers. Duplass Brothers.
Oh, the Duplass Brothers. They're good. Yeah. Okay.
I have to show you a picture of the drawing.
I'll watch it.
It looks.
It's called Animals.
Animals. Yeah.
Did you watch the trailer, Chris?
No, I didn't.
But you said it was good.
You know, and
it was good.
How much time I have to watch TV?
Right.
I don't.
Right.
So.
Good thing we're up in the ante and getting some movie podcasts and everything else going here. Oh, I like that look.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
all right.
I mean, it's not that.
No,
it looks interesting. So we'll have to see what it is.
Did you guys see the trailer for Finding Dory?
I don't like Dory. Dory was the worst character in Finding Nemo.
I like that.
She's an annoying little fish.
That's Martha. I liked the first.
My statement still stands.
The first trailer that showed Dory, I thought was pretty clever. And I was like, oh, this looks pretty good. I loved Finding Nemo, so I thought this would be pretty good. This one was annoying to me because she just swims up and she tries to read the words Finding Dory backwards. And then she goes around and she goes, oh, I wonder where Dory went. Oh, and then goes off and I'm like, oh, the shtick is old already. The movie hasn't even come out. Ellen.
I feel like you'd watch the movie in like 15 minutes and you go, okay, this is... enough of this.
Yeah, where's Nemo? Where's
the
dad? That's all I care about. Albert Brooks was the whole movie for me.
You just hear him; he's funny.
Yeah, he's amazing.
It doesn't matter what he is in. So, hey, you know what? You had brought up Netflix earlier.
Yeah,
Netflix is killing me because starting February, all of the good BBC shows are off of Netflix.
I know it's not Netflix's problem.
Why? Well, it's BBC because they're going to do their own streaming like CBS, like everybody's doing.
And
you know what?
Right now they're doing something called Acorn TV, which is like Netflix only with English shows.
Okay.
What's it called?
Acorn TV.
Is it? Can you buy it now? Because I'm going
to. It's like $5 a month. I believe so. My mom just got it, so this is.
See, here.
Why would that happen? No, I'm teasing.
Here's the problem that we have.
I understand. It's great.
I'm down for this a la carte TV thing.
Right.
But like for us, I looked at getting rid of cutting the cord and keeping internet ended up costing the same.
Right.
So now you're paying for everything plus the services. There's no way I'm paying for CBS. No way.
Right.
There is no way. And as far as BBC, yeah, I want this stuff.
Sure.
Is it off Amazon and Hulu?
It's off everything. They're taking the content. It's going to happen until it fails, or
it's going to fail
until they're going to do it. But I don't know because BBC has Doctor Who and Sherlock.
If they make it like what is that? The BBC has a streaming service already. I can't think of the name. They don't have it here,
right.
But there's one there that is really cool. It is literally It's a streaming service where you have access to every single program ever on the BBC.
Wow.
It's everything. That is pretty amazing. If that's what this is, it's worth it if you're into that. And we watch a lot of BBC.
Right.
That's pretty crazy. But if it's like they do their version of Netflix, you want Doctor Who and you want Sherlock, but I don't know. I mean, it's going to kill our podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were going to do a podcast where we were going to go back and watch the classic Who stuff and keep that going.
Sure.
We're going to have to wait until the Christmas special.
If you can do BBC out there, it'll be great. If the BBC is everything.
Yeah, if it's BBC everything, that's worth it. All right. What else have we got? Joseph Fiennes. Did you read this?
I have not.
Hey, it's Lou Diamond Phillips can do it. No,
he's playing Michael Jackson. Now, this is a TV movie. Sky One is showing this movie one time, but it's such a great idea, and I want to see it so badly now. It's based on, there's an urban legend that when 9/11 happened, Michael Jackson was supposed to do a concert in New York. That's fact. And he had invited his friends, Elizabeth Taylor and Marlon Brando. And the urban legend is that the three of them escaped New York. They got in a car, and the three of them drove together, and they ended up in Ohio where they got on a plane and got taken where they had to go, respectively. This movie is about that road trip of Marlon Brando, Michael Jackson, and Elizabeth Taylor. Joseph Fiennes, whatever his name is, is playing Michael Jackson. I forget who's playing Marlon Brando, but the one from Grease that played Roz. What's her name? The dark-haired one.
Stockard Channing.
Yeah.
Who looks like she's
playing
Elizabeth
Taylor.
No, you're kidding me.
Wow.
Because she was in West Wing, right? She played.
Now that Jones Rivers is dead, apparently my mom's taking the mantle.
What are you
criticizing people's facelifts?
What are you going to do? So,
yeah. God help us if we ever have a red carpet. My mom will be standing there doing a blab.
Hold on. They're doing Grease as one of those lives.
Yes.
I think that might be the best one they're going to do. Because it's actually
Fox is doing it. It's different.
Right.
The trailer for it looked pretty cool.
Except they're going to change the one lyric in Grease Lightning. But
yeah. You know what? I'm still not watching it, but Juliana Hough or whatever is playing.
She's okay. She was good in Rock of Ages. She was all right.
Okay, I didn't see that. I mean, it looks decent because boy, that Peter Pan last year was torture.
Was it worse than?
It was the worst thing ever. It was torture, man. We tried to watch it because it had Christopher Walken in it as Captain Hook, and you're like, this is going to be great. Right. If nothing else, Christopher Walken doing a live Captain Hook. He's going to get upset and stab one of the Lost Boys or something. No, or get lost. Like see him wandering in the background, just like, no,
Start
over
dancing,
here,
right?
walking over here. Al Pacino shows up. They start fighting, arm wrestling in the back. But none of that happened. It was just him like doddering around. It seemed like he didn't know what he was doing. It was terrible. So
that's a shame because I really like Christopher Walken.
Are you going to watch that, Edward?
Probably not.
Do you watch these things? Did you watch Sound of Music when they did it? Did you watch The Wiz recently?
No.
Yeah, I don't watch any of this.
I liked Sound of Music. I mean, it's a little rough, but
I don't watch any of it.
Well, the part is, how can you do it on TV without an audience? I mean, I think the whole part of
but
that.
Don't they have do they have a live
I
audience
didn't
when they
think
do
so.
it? No.
I think they do it on a sound stage and they film it live.
Okay.
And I think that was hard. I mean, I think part of the theater is the interaction with the audience. And getting that
live
that
shows
vibe.
never work.
Well, I'm not saying like that. It's just, I mean, we're talking. We're not performing to an
Live
audience.
shows without an audience never works.
Dun, dun, dun.
Come on, we have 7 people here.
Hey, it's 20 years since Ironic from I can't think of her name.
What?
I'm trying to blank. Who sang the song?
I got it.
Exactly. It's bad.
Alanis Morissette.
Alanis Morissette. It's
Isn't
20
that
years.
ironic? I knew it.
Yeah, thank you.
I never know anything.
You know me. I'm having a post-concussive day. That's the way I say it.
That's right. Edward's like, I have no idea what any of it. You just said a bunch of words. I don't know if any of them were English.
So eventually I just tune out.
Oh.
Then it's just like, wait, what did they say? Oh, nothing important.
Edward, did you
Tune
ever
out
see
again.
American Psycho? I know the answer. No, you can't watch it. So the writer and the director
Why'd you ask
are
me
going to do
then?
a Charlie Manson film.
All right.
Could you imagine Christian Bale playing Charles Manson?
Yes.
That would be great.
Yes, that'd be awesome. Yeah, in that movie, he kills Heath Ledger.
Yes.
That's what that meme is that you see going around. Remember the time when Batman killed the Joker?
Yes.
That's what that is. Pretty crazy.
It's really one of the most awful films ever. I mean,
It's terrible.
awful in terms of the
Yeah, but
story.
it's not good.
Not the acting of the movie.
See,
which
the
was
acting
fabulous.
was good, but we tried to watch it and we didn't like the movie.
right.
We were like, there was something off about it, but I liked the acting in it, and there were parts of it that I was like, this should be great. But maybe it was, I don't know.
Well, I think it's a timing issue too, because it really addressed all of that bad stuff of the '80s and really took the sin of the '80s
Like Flock of Seagulls.
and I ran. So just so you know, it is. But yeah, it's all the bad stuff from that '80s and that hubris. It just kind of condenses it
The
into one
entirety of
neat package.
Lionel Richie's catalog.
A lot of
Yes.
Duran going. It was bad.
Duran.
We'll
Yuck.
continue
Once again,
on.
we're saying words. Now he's not sure they're English.
Hey, they're the English
I'm
band.
pretty
You can
sure they're
ask your
not.
dad about them. He'll know.
Go ahead.
So I don't know if this will be a spoiler, but they released pictures of Batman v Superman with Darkseid in it.
What they didn't show
They
Darkseid.
showed someone similar.
They
to
showed
Darkseid.
somebody standing, looking out onto a field, and it had Darkseid's symbol. That doesn't mean that Darkseid's going to be in this movie. It means that by the time they get to Justice League, Darkseid's going to be the big bad. I have a feeling that's what this was about. Like it's the coming of Darkseid. Kind of like at the end of Avengers when you go, oh, Thanos is coming. He's Thanos to DC.
Do you think they're going to have it just at the very end of the movie, all of a sudden they come across a field of this?
Either
and
either
then
that
the
or
movie
it
ends?
could happen in the middle of it. It doesn't matter. It's the fact that that symbol is there, and there could be a line like, what is
Or
this?
do you think it's going to be
What did you do to
Batman?
this field?
Batman thinks Superman does it because it's a huge mark in the thing,
Yeah.
similar to laser. Just
Is that
did
your
you
mark,
do-
Superman?
It's not nasty.
Do you
but
bleed? What does that mean?
You got Jesse. Is Jesse going to show up?
Yeah,
Conspiracy.
Jesse.
What do you mean, McMahon?
Not that Jesse. I thought you meant Jesse
No,
Eisenberg.
Jesse the body.
The red capes are coming. The red capes
See,
are coming.
I like
the red
that.
capes are coming.
I really like that interaction. I think he's going to be creepy weird. I like him.
I hope so. I felt that way at first, and then the last couple things I've seen, I've been like, I don't know. Well, because he seems smarmy, but almost like he's smarmy and not Lex Luthor smarmy.
Right.
It just kind of has that
Well,
vibe.
they're overplaying it, but he's probably in like 2 minutes of the film like that. And so the rest will be good, and then it'll be like, oh, the smarmy little.
Do you think he's going to be good as Lex Luthor? I've also heard rumors that he's actually not Lex.
No, he's going to be Lex Luthor.
I thought he introduced himself as, "Hey, I'm
He
Lex
did.
Luthor."
Right, but I've heard that it's like he's Lex Luthor's son or something. That you're going to meet the old man. I've heard that.
Patrick Stewart, that'd be great. No.
That would be awesome.
I hope he changes from what he is now into something that's more. I hope something happens to him where either a family member of his dies or something happens that makes him
Turn into Batman. My parents were
yes,
killed in an alley.
turn into Lex Luthor.
What do you
Right now,
mean?
he's not really Lex Luthor. He's a
Well, he is. If he's
Well,
Lex Luthor,
yeah,
he's
but
Lex.
he's
It's like
not-
you saying you're not
he's
really
not-
Edward Lee.
but
You
he-
are.
But
No,
he's
I'm
not Lex Luthor.
But
He's
yes,
Lex Luthor. He's not Lex.
He's
got
not
capital.
the.
He's not quotation Lex
Quotation.
Luthor.
I think something's going to happen to him, so he switches into a more
Well,
thing
there's-
about just hating Superman and wanting to kill him, but in a back sort of way.
Well, in the trailer, he's trying to kill Lois. He's definitely baiting Superman and Batman. He's definitely
and
he's
he knows
Lex
something
Luthor.
because he's like, "Oh, Bruce
Yeah.
Wayne.
Bruce
They meet.
Wayne versus Clark Kent.
I wouldn't want to fight that guy."
The red capes are coming. I hope he's. It's like Woody Allen playing him. I hope he's good in it.
What do you?
That's my impression of him.
That'd be great.
I do the whole movie.
That
would
impression
be-
sounds more like the Riddler.
It would be an hour and a half of Woody trying to get to the fight. What's the?
What
yeah.
do I do my glasses and they hurt
Sorry.
me and they
Yeah, this derailed, Edward. It's okay.
Yeah, sorry, Edward.
I'm used to it.
Let's apologize to Edward, everybody. Speaking of Woody Allen, he's got that TV show that's going to come to Amazon.
Speaking of the one that he's affiliated with but has nothing to do with.
Wrong.
I thought that was
nope. Because now he
stars, directs, and produces.
He is. It's his show, and he's starring in it. They announced it's him, Elaine May. Okay, wait for it. Co-starring with, wait for it, Miley Cyrus. The red coats are coming. The red capes are coming. There's gonna be what?
This just made me not want to watch
This
the
is
movie.
like- I'm pretty sure the airplane is just going.
Yeah, really, man. I wonder if she's gonna play like one character and then be a teenage rock star in the other half of it,
That'd be
and she's hiding her identity. That would be a great remake. You're Hannah Montana.
They call it Montana Hannah.
Right.
Hannah Montana.
I've got this great idea. You're Hannah Montana. That's a terrible Woody Allen.
You know what?
Not as good as my Batman. Not as good as my Harrison Ford.
Everything you do is
That's-
bad.
Or Doc Brown.
Doc Brown.
All of it's
Roadblock.
bad.
I would think that she is a decent of enough actress and entertainer that she might be able to pull it off.
She might.
She might be able to do it because
She might. But
she's done things that have been good. I mean,
what has she acted in that she's been good? She was Hannah Montana.
well, I'm not saying what she's acted in, but like she did a thing
Name
for
it.
Sinatra that was good. I mean, she's sung and she's performed. I think she's
Okay.
done okay she did okay on Saturday Night Live.
I didn't see it.
She was okay. I mean,
All right.
I think it's a hard venue because they have to write something for you in a minute and a half and say, "Here, this is a great idea." So,
All right. I'm just a little. When I read that lineup, I was like, "Oh, Elaine May, Woody Allen.
right.
This sounds interesting." And then I went, Miley Cyrus.
If they pick on her, that's not bad. So,
Yeah. But we'll see. Who knows? We'll be talking about it. We'll have the T-shirts, the action
Right.
figures. Nika's going to make some 8-inch action figures. We'll be drooling over. Yes, I got the Woody Allen. Look, it's got removable glasses. I can take them and stomp on them.
it takes forever to get to say the word. Like you press talk, it's like
stammering for a half hour. Did you guys see that? The announcement, Fury Road. I finally saw it, by the way. And you're wrong. It was awesome.
You didn't like. That's right. You
He didn't like it.
It could be I didn't like it because I was sitting with my brother and my dad while watching the movie. So
Yeah,
after
they're
the
no
movie,
fun.
I was
Look at them. No fun. They don't even listen to us. It's the best.
come up in 30 seconds on delay. Like what?
I was gonna say
Well-
just wait 30 seconds.
There has been a thing going around since it came out that there is a black and white cut of this movie that is better.
Right.
They say that when you see it in black and white, it is astounding. And I had read that I think it was Miller even said, one of them said, well, when you get it, just turn the color off on your TV to see this amazing black and white version.
Right.
Like, just do that. Well, they've announced that, or it wasn't announced, but somebody was being interviewed about the release, the DVD release, and they said, yes, we're planning on releasing the black and white, but it's not going to fit on the DVD, so there's going to be a special edition down the road. I'm really encouraged. It's like they did that with The Mist.
Yeah,
You didn't see The Mist, but the black and white version of The Mist
was
is
creepy.
It is so far
yeah.
superior to the original. It's the same movie, but it's in black and white, and it's like you watch it, you're like mesmerized. I can't wait to see this.
I can see how this would be good in black and white because it would be the comic book version of the. It would be the comic book version, the movie of a comic book in comic book version. So
yeah, I loved it. I after seeing it, it must have been the influence that took you away from it because I would think you'd love it. It was awesome. It's crazy.
But you know what? Edward might not have the Mad Max love like we did because when we saw Mad Max, we were like, "Oh my gosh, this is
true."
Because Road Warrior, Mad Max, Road Warriors. I can't remember. Mad Max is the first one. Road Warrior.
Now,
right?
if they did Care Bears Fury Road, yeah,
Deadpool Fury Road.
Deadpool Fury Road. Oh,
yeah, because I just saw that. Even seeing that at home in high def.
Yeah,
because it's out. I think.
Yeah, that's how I watched it.
Still fantastic. And I love the description when they're riding in the car. She's like, "What do they have?" Well, they have the pole things and the fire things. And so I'm just like, "Yeah, we got that." So
yeah, the guy with the guitar, awesome.
Yes, that is fantastic. So Mike, is it Cutler? Is that how you say his name? The guy who is Luke Cage.
Yeah.
He put out a statement, or he was interviewed, and they said they've already cast Iron Fist.
That's amazing because they've been saying for a long time, like it might not happen, or they're having trouble casting.
Well, they've had to go for it. I think for a while. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago.
Colter, isn't it Mike Colter?
I'm sorry, I'm going off the top of my head, but he said they have him locked. This is his quotes. We have him locked in the basement, and we'll bring him out when we need to, which is code for nobody can say anything or you're going to get fired.
Yeah, we can't tell you who it is, but somebody's cast. So I'm down with it. I can't wait for Iron Fist. And just like all the other stuff, they're putting the pieces in place.
Right.
It's going to be great. I like how he also said, he goes, I'm just coming off Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. I don't know if I'm showing up in Iron Fist.
Right.
How do you not have him in Iron Fist? They were heroes for hire together.
Oh, sure.
That's what I'm waiting for. Now, see,
it could be that Iron Fist season 1's the origin story.
Yeah, do the Iron Fist story.
Season 2 is going to be Heroes for Hire.
Right. You're right, because they'll do Defenders after that.
Right.
And then you get into season 2 where they're going to have these other characters. You want to do a season 2. Don't even do a season 2 of Luke Cage or Iron Fist. Just cut right to Heroes for Hire with the two of them.
Right.
Incredible. Can you imagine an 8-hour Heroes for Hire movie?
It's kind of like what they're doing with what they said they're doing with Hulk, because they're not going to give him his own movie.
I love this idea.
But we're going to make the arc go through Ragnarok and Avengers, which is nice.
Yeah, with Hulk, Universal owns the movie rights to solo Hulk films. It's very complicated. They can use them in Avengers and stuff, but they can't do a solo Hulk movie. So the way they're getting around it is they are building the Hulk solo story in the Thor movie and not in Civil War.
Avengers.
In Avengers. So you'll basically, if you edit those two down, you'll get the Hulk movie.
Right.
That's the way to do it. Just like they did with Black Widow. I mean, I wish they would do a Black Widow film.
Right.
But really, you look at Cap 2, that is a Black Widow film.
It is
in a lot of ways.
Black Widow and Captain America movie.
But they need to make a Black Widow movie. They need to put a stake in the sand and say, we have a female superhero movie that's not Wonder Woman.
Well, either if they do it on screen or through streaming, like Netflix or on demand.
No, I want a movie.
I do too.
Oh, an 8-hour Black Widow
imagine
that would be
espionage film.
That would be great.
Yes.
Because they could do everything.
See, they could either do like an 8-hour just one mission, or they could do like 10 episodes of each one a different mission of her going through different places.
Well, I think they could double up on a hero and do like a mini, like a 10 story
All
show.
I can say is just give us more Black Widow is what I'm thinking. I mean, please.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Did we hit everything?
We did not hit the big one, but yes.
What's the big one? Oh, we have a big death.
We have a big death. So
I thought you were going to say Mama 2 has been announced.
No.
It's not that big.
I have one.
Oh, we have one
more. So
and
there's
then
a
we got the
trailer
big
trailer that came out. It's 9 Lives. So it's Kevin Spacey voiceovering a cat of
is
just
he Grumpy Cat?
no,
Kevin Spacey
no.
doing Grumpy Cat would
Kevin
be
Spacey
unbelievable.
is Grumpy Cat, same colors. It's a big billionaire that was apparently so grumpy that he turned into a cat, which he hates, and he has to make everyone like him so he can turn back to human.
The only thing that might make this better is if Miley Cyrus is in it. No. Was it good? Because that doesn't sound like something I care about.
It's not really a good movie.
No.
It's
sounds like
very
the grab for more
humorous.
cash.
Yeah, it sounds like when Bill Murray did Garfield, and you go, okay, it's aimed at 8-year-olds.
Right.
This will be fine. But I want my Kevin Spacey. Like, it would be like if Christopher Walken was cast as the cat, where you go, I want to see Christopher Walken playing the cat.
As long as he could do his characters, that would be great. Christopher Walken.
Yes. All right, shall we get to the... This is big this week in geek news because it matters here.
It does.
For the last year, I mean, literally, it's been at least half of our episodes, we have questioned whether Abe Vigoda was alive or dead. And this week,
he passed, unfortunately.
Abe Vigoda dead. So no more questioning it.
Did you name your cat after fish?
Yeah, we named our cat
Nice.
Fish.
That's awesome.
And the other one is named Bernice.
Bernice.
Yes. So
Bernice.
that's it. We have no more Abe Vigoda to kick around.
Who do we pick on next? Because we have to.
Oh, we'll find somebody.
We'll find.
But
Yeah.
Abe Vigoda.
Rob Southgate is he
Hey,
alive or
Mom,
dead?
look me up. See if I'm alive or dead. She's not even paying attention. That's
not.
that's a dead.
Can she find you online?
So yeah, Abe Vigoda. You know what? I did like him and stuff quite a bit. He was great in Godfather.
Right.
He's become a joke, but he was actually a pretty funny guy. And it's sad when a name like this goes. But I'm surprised. There was the reason this was a big joke though was it in 1990 there was an article published announcing his death.
Yes.
And he had to go out in public and say, "I'm not dead."
Right. Well, he was one of the first celebrity hoax deaths that actually was published, and people went nuts. And then they didn't. Now they do it all the time. Betty White has died 10 times the last
Right.
day. And now with the glitch in Facebook where people are announcing people have died.
Yeah.
It's like this guy's been dead for 10 years. Oh, I thought he died today. It's like
Right. Yeah, we've fallen for that too.
Yes. We have.
Didn't I say Bob Denver died last week?
Yes, you did.
He's been dead for 10 years.
He has.
Well, actually, he died 30 years ago on that island.
His career did. Hey.
Yeah, he's buried in a coconut. Professor made a casket out of it. Professor. Are we
Poor
done?
Professor. I think
Yes.
we're done.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. That was This Week in Geek. We'll be back next week. Thank you, Blue Box.
Thank you.